He won't tell you you're hot. He won't flood your phone with heart emojis. And if you're waiting for the words "you're beautiful," you'll be waiting a long time. For the Sigma male, compliments are not a casual gesture. They are encrypted messages, subtle codes, and keys to doors he rarely lets anyone near. In a world where praise has become a disposable commodity, where social media likes and generic flattery are handed out like candy, the Sigma male refuses to dilute the meaning of his words. His compliments are not designed to charm you into liking him. They are expressions of authentic observation. When he notices something, it's not the obvious surface-level traits that everyone else sees. It's the rare, almost hidden qualities that others overlook. That's because to him words are currency, and he spends them like a collector handling rare gold coins, sparingly with full awareness of their worth. When a Sigma finally gives you a compliment, it's not an accident. It's deliberate, targeted, and precise. It might even take you a moment to realize you've just been complimented at all. Many people won't recognize it as praise because it isn't wrapped in obvious charm or loud declarations. Instead, his approval is embedded in subtleties. A comment about how you handled a tense situation, how your laugh is genuine rather than performative, or how your perspective is refreshingly different from the crowd. These moments feel different because they are different. There's no public stage, no showmanship, no fishing for reciprocation, just an intimate acknowledgement, as if he's letting you in on a secret no one else gets to hear. Understanding Sigma compliments requires stepping into his worldview, a place where value isn't defined by trends. Attention is given only where it's truly deserved, and silence often says more than 100 flowery sentences. When he speaks, it is because something about you has genuinely shifted his attention, which is a rare and meaningful occurrence. That's why these compliments, though unconventional, carry far more weight than the predictable "you're pretty" or "you're amazing." They are signals quietly telling you that in the vast noise of the world, you've managed to stand out in his eyes. Number one, you notice things most people miss. To him, this isn't small talk. It's a recognition of awareness. Sigma values perception because it reflects intelligence, patience, and presence. While most people engage in idle chatter to fill the silence, a Sigma male sees communication as a precise tool, not a background hum. He's the type who notices the way someone's eyes shift when they're hiding something, or how their tone changes when they speak about a passion. This isn't paranoia, it's observation. Psychologists call it high situational awareness, a trait linked to emotional intelligence and adaptive thinking. It's why Sigma males often excel in environments that require strategy and careful judgment, from negotiations to creative problem solving. In a world where many rush to speak before listening, the Sigma takes a different route. He listens so deeply that his responses seem almost surgical in precision. This awareness allows him to bypass surface-level interactions and connect to the core of what someone is truly expressing, often without them realizing it. Think of it as tuning into a frequency most people don't even know exists. And it's not just about reading others, it's about reading the room, the energy, and even himself. Ancient warriors, master chess players, and even seasoned detectives all share this trait, the ability to observe without announcing it. The Sigma's patience fuels this skill. He's never in a hurry to prove he's smart, yet he consistently proves it by understanding things others miss. To him, every subtle detail is a potential clue, every pause in conversation a chance to learn more. It's not performance, it's precision living, and it makes him someone people either find deeply intriguing or slightly unnerving. Because when you realize he's been paying attention all along, you also realize he's already 10 moves ahead. Number two, you have a strong energy. When a man, especially one with a Sigma male's mindset, acknowledges you, it's rarely about the obvious. He's not talking about physical looks. He's recognizing something deeper, an aura that can't be staged, photoshopped, or captured in a perfectly timed selfie. Think of it like the difference between a photograph of fire and the heat of a real flame. One can be admired, the other can be felt. This aura is your unique energy, the way you move through a room and how your presence lingers even after you leave. Psychology calls it a combination of micro-expressions, body language, and confidence that communicates volumes without a single word. People pick up on it subconsciously, often in less than 7 seconds. Unlike physical beauty, which is often bound to genetics or trends, this presence comes from self-awareness, life experiences, and emotional intelligence. You can't buy it and you can't fake it for long because it's rooted in authenticity. Historically, great leaders, artists, and innovators were remembered not just for their appearance, but for the intangible magnetism they radiated. Cleopatra's charm, for example, was said to be more about her intelligence and poise than her looks. A Sigma male, with his detached yet observant nature, is uniquely tuned to detect this quality. He notices the quiet confidence in how you hold eye contact, the unspoken self-respect in the way you carry yourself, and the calm undercurrent that makes others want to lean in when you speak. This is why his compliments carry weight. He's not echoing the shallow chorus of surface-level flattery. He's confirming that your inner presence is impossible to ignore. In a world obsessed with filters, likes, and artificial perfection, that's the kind of recognition that cuts through the noise and actually matters. Number 3, you think for yourself. In a world flooded with recycled ideas, trending opinions, and social media noise, independent thought has become a rare and valuable trait. Most people unconsciously adopt the beliefs of those around them, scrolling through feeds or echoing headlines without pausing to question their validity. This is why when a man with a Sigma mindset recognizes that you're not easily influenced, it carries weight. It's not a casual compliment. It's an acknowledgement of intellectual sovereignty, the ability to process information critically, challenge popular narratives, and make decisions based on evidence rather than conformity. History shows us the profound impact of such thinking. Galileo defied the geocentric model of the universe despite facing persecution, and Rosa Parks' refusal to surrender her seat sparked a pivotal civil rights movement. Psychologically, this reflects high self-differentiation, the capacity to maintain your beliefs and identity even under social pressure. Being independent doesn't mean being stubborn. It means having the courage to stand by your conclusions while navigating criticism or isolation. Humans are wired for social belonging, so resisting the herd is challenging, but the reward is personal freedom, influence, and progress. When a Sigma male notices this quality in you, he recognizes a rare strength, the ability to think for yourself and forge your own path in a world eager to conform. Number 4, I respect how you handled that. Respect from a Sigma male is never handed out like candy. It's earned through consistent action, resilience, and authenticity. Unlike people who might be impressed by superficial charm or loud displays of confidence, a Sigma pays close attention to how you carry yourself when life turns up the heat. Science actually backs up this kind of observation. Psychologists note that stress responses reveal more about a person's true character than their behavior in calm situations. A Sigma knows that anyone can appear composed when everything is going their way, but true strength is measured by how you handle yourself when the stakes are high and the outcome is uncertain. He values composure under pressure because it's a sign of self-control, a trait that's been linked in studies to better decision-making, stronger relationships, and even higher levels of respect in social groups. In the wild, composure was the mark of a capable leader or survivor, the one who could think clearly when predators were near or resources were scarce. In modern life, it's just as valuable, whether it's keeping your cool in a tense meeting, staying calm during a heated argument, or making rational choices in a crisis. This steadiness signals maturity and mental discipline. For the Sigma, such traits are a non-negotiable foundation for trust. He's not testing you in a manipulative way, but he is quietly observing whether you stand firm or crumble when challenges appear. If you can maintain that inner stability, he sees you not just as someone worth his time, but as someone capable of walking beside him through life's unpredictable storms. In his world, respect is like a rare currency. It's never printed in bulk, and once you've earned it, it's a sign you've passed one of his most important unspoken tests. Number 5, you make silence comfortable. Most people today live in a constant hum of noise, notifications pinging, conversations overlapping, music streaming, and the endless scroll of social media. Silence for many feels uncomfortable, even threatening, because it forces them to confront their own thoughts without distraction. Yet for someone like a Sigma male, silence isn't empty, it's full. It's not a void to escape from, but a space to breathe, think, and simply be. Psychologists have found that the brain's default mode network, which activates during rest and quiet moments, is linked to creativity, problem-solving, and self-reflection. This means that being at ease in silence isn't just a personality quirk, it's a sign of mental strength and inner stability. When you can sit quietly with a Sigma male without feeling the urge to fill the air with small talk, it shows that your energy aligns with his natural rhythm, unrushed, intentional, and deeply present. For him, comfort in silence is trust. It says you don't need constant validation or stimulation to feel connected. In fact, research shows that shared quiet moments can strengthen bonds more deeply than endless conversation, because they strip away performance and reveal authenticity. The world often mistakes silence for disinterest, but in the Sigma's world, it's respect. It means you value presence over performance and depth over noise. So when two people can share a still moment without awkwardness, it becomes a rare kind of harmony, one that speaks volumes without uttering a word. In a society addicted to noise, being able to embrace quiet is not just unusual, it's magnetic. It's the unspoken language of two minds moving at the same frequency, where nothing is forced and everything is felt. Number 6, you're consistent. For a Sigma male, discipline and reliability aren't just admirable qualities, they're the foundation of how he lives and measures the people in his circle. While others may be drawn to excitement fueled by chaos or unpredictability, he knows that consistency builds trust and strengthens relationships. In psychology, reliability is closely linked to emotional stability, a trait that reduces stress and fosters a sense of security in both personal and professional interactions. This is why a Sigma male often gravitates toward people whose actions align with their words, because trust isn't built on promises, it's built on patterns. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps his goals on track. It's not about being rigid or joyless, but about having the self-control to resist distractions and maintain focus, even when it's inconvenient. Think of it like a well-tuned compass. No matter how turbulent the storm, it keeps pointing toward the destination. This preference doesn't mean he avoids spontaneity altogether. It means he values stability as the backdrop for any adventure. For him, life's most rewarding experiences are built on a reliable foundation, not on chasing the fleeting highs of drama. That's why he invests in people and habits that hold steady when the rest of the world wavers. Number 7, you don't need the spotlight. A Sigma male sees strength in humility, a paradox that often confuses those around him, but lies at the heart of his minimalist worldview. Unlike many who equate power with loudness, dominance, or the accumulation of wealth, he recognizes that true influence is quiet, deliberate, and rooted in self-awareness. Humility doesn't mean weakness, it's the ability to acknowledge one's limitations while still acting with confidence, a quality that often draws respect and intrigue from others. Studies in psychology suggest that individuals who exhibit humility tend to have stronger interpersonal relationships, higher emotional intelligence, and a more profound sense of purpose, all traits that align seamlessly with the Sigma male ethos. He doesn't seek validation through praise or recognition. Instead, his focus is inward, valuing personal growth, meaningful experiences, and depth over superficial success. This perspective allows him to navigate social dynamics without unnecessary competition, observing the world with clarity and choosing his interactions carefully. To him, humility is not performative. It's a reflection of self-mastery, patience, and an understanding that influence is earned, not demanded. In a world obsessed with status and visibility, this quiet strength is not only magnetic, but also revolutionary, demonstrating that sometimes the most compelling presence is the one that speaks softly yet resonates deeply. Number 8, you ask the right questions. For a Sigma male, curiosity is more than just a passing interest. It is intelligence in motion, a driving force that sets him apart from the crowd. Unlike those who follow routines or seek validation from others, a Sigma male approaches life with a relentless desire to understand the world on his own terms. This curiosity manifests not as idle questioning, but as active exploration, whether through observing human behavior, studying complex systems, or delving into philosophies and sciences that challenge conventional thinking. Historically, some of the greatest innovators, from Nikola Tesla to Leonardo da Vinci, displayed this same restless curiosity, using it as a tool to uncover truths that others overlooked. For the Sigma, asking questions is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of mental independence and critical thinking. Curiosity also fuels adaptability. By constantly seeking knowledge, A Sigma can navigate social dynamics and solve problems with insight and creativity, often in ways that surprise those around him. It is this intellectual restlessness paired with a quiet confidence and self-reliance that allows a Sigma male to operate both within society and outside of it, effortlessly mastering skills, understanding people, and uncovering opportunities that most would never notice. Curiosity for him is a path to freedom and mastery. Number 9, you see through nonsense. A Sigma male's rare and carefully measured compliments are far more than casual flattery. They are a subtle acknowledgement of sharp instincts, keen perception, and unyielding boundaries. Unlike the average person who might shower praise indiscriminately, a Sigma male observes deeply, sizing up character, behavior, and subtle cues before he speaks. When he does offer a compliment, it carries weight because it reflects a recognition of qualities that often go unnoticed: intuition, decisiveness, resilience, or moral strength. This is why such praise feels like a key, unlocking a hidden door, a rare nod to someone who operates on a wavelength that few can perceive. Psychologically, humans are wired to respond to meaningful social validation, and for a Sigma male, giving a compliment is a deliberate act, signaling respect and acknowledgement rather than mere admiration. It's also a reflection of his boundaries. He doesn't give attention lightly, and when he does, it marks a person as someone he values or perceives as worthy. Understanding this subtle social dynamic helps us see why interactions with Sigma males can feel both mystifying and magnetic. Their praise isn't just words, it's a silent communication. A sign that someone has passed the quiet test of discernment in their carefully calibrated world. And number 10, you're not afraid to be alone. To a Sigma male, self-sufficiency isn't just a trait, it's a language. It communicates confidence, discipline, and an unwavering sense of independence that draws people in without a single word. Unlike those who seek validation through constant attention or social approval, the Sigma male thrives in solitude, turning moments alone into opportunities for growth, reflection, and mastery. Psychologically, self-sufficiency signals resilience. It demonstrates that he can navigate challenges, make decisions, and sustain himself emotionally and materially, which naturally inspires respect and intrigue. Historically, societies have admired individuals who walk their own path. Think of inventors, explorers, and leaders who achieved greatness by trusting their instincts rather than following the crowd. In modern social dynamics, this magnetic independence manifests subtly. He doesn't chase, he observes, he moves deliberately, and he lets his actions speak louder than words. Those around him can't help but notice the quiet strength and reliability that comes from someone who doesn't need approval to exist fully. It's not arrogance, it's mastery of self. In essence, his self-sufficiency is both a shield and a beacon, drawing in curiosity, admiration, and sometimes envy, because it reflects a rare, almost untouchable level of personal freedom that most people spend their entire lives seeking. Number 11, you know when not to say anything. Restraint is power, and understanding this can completely shift the way people perceive you. In a world addicted to constant chatter, instant reactions, and oversharing, the ability to remain silent at the right moment is a rare and valuable skill. Psychologists have long noted that self-control is closely linked to emotional intelligence, and those who master it are often seen as more confident, composed, and influential. When you resist the urge to respond immediately, you create an aura of mystery and authority, signaling that your words are chosen, not wasted. Historically, many great leaders, from Abraham Lincoln to Mahatma Gandhi, demonstrated this principle, carefully weighing their words and letting silence speak as powerfully as speech. In social interactions, restraint allows you to observe, understand, and assess the environment before acting, giving you an edge in negotiations, relationships, and leadership. It also communicates respect. By not interrupting or oversharing, you show that you value others' perspectives and the flow of conversation. In essence, restraint transforms everyday moments into deliberate, meaningful exchanges, turning silence into a tool of influence, reflection, and sophistication. By mastering this, you elevate your presence in ways words alone could never achieve. Number 12, you're more than what people see. The ultimate compliment from a Sigma male isn't flashy, and it rarely lands where you expect it. Unlike casual flattery or empty praise, when a Sigma male offers a compliment, it's a deliberate acknowledgement of substance rather than surface-level beauty. He's telling you that he sees depth beyond appearances, that he recognizes the qualities others often overlook. Your resilience, your intelligence, your quiet strength, or the subtle ways you navigate the world with grace and conviction. Psychologically, this aligns with the Sigma male's preference for meaningful interactions. Studies in personality dynamics show that those who are more introspective tend to value authenticity and depth over superficial charm. When he notices the layers beneath the exterior, it's an indication that he's paying close attention, processing details others would miss, and forming a rare, insightful connection. This makes his praise more powerful because it validates the essence of who you are rather than just how you look or behave superficially. In a world saturated with empty compliments and performative social gestures, the Sigma male's acknowledgement is like a spotlight on the unseen dimensions of your character. It's subtle, yet transformative, showing that he respects not only what you present, but also who you genuinely are at your core. In his mind, these aren't sweet lines. They are rare acknowledgements of qualities that matter. They tell him he's found someone operating on a similar frequency, someone who understands the value of substance over surface.